Oh, hi. Thanks for stopping by. Okay. This is one problem where it's only one step, but this is one where you really have to be careful with your gravity, okay, in your direction. A lot of times the object falls down and gravity's down, so it really doesn't matter if we have negatives in there because they cancel out. This is one case where you really have to be careful. Most of you, this is where your problem's going to be when you do this problem, okay? I'll explain and show in a little bit. Let's go through the steps though. I see 43 meters. I'm going to write 43 meters down. I see 9.8 meters per second, and that's very unfortunate. That is just bad luck that we got this number for our velocity because it's also what our acceleration is. All right, and of course we always know acceleration is negative 9.8. I am going to make sure I do negative in this one because we have to be careful. Okay? All right. Now, we have to look and see what we're looking for. We are looking for initial velocity. So let's write that down. VI equals question mark. All right, so meters, that is either going to be initial or final position or displacement. So I always write xf/d equals whatever. Even if it said the word displacement, maybe we wanted to use it as initial position or final position or whatever, and final position. All right, so meters per second, that is velocity. Again, it's a bummer that they gave us this number. Now we know that this one's initial, so this must be final. Okay, all right. Negative 9.8 meters per second squared, that has to be my acceleration, as always. Okay, so you ask yourself the two questions. First question is, do I see time on my list of givens? And I don't. So right away, we don't have to ask any more questions because there's no time on my list of givens. There's only one equation that can be used, and that is a VF squared equation. So we picked our equation, and as always, I write my equation out without any numbers in it. VF squared is equal to VI squared plus 2AD. All right. I challenge you not calculate numbers, or do not do the algebra first. Do not put in your numbers. Let's do letters first. Okay? So I'm going to get I need to get VI by itself. So my first step, remember always working outside in, is to subtract away the 2AD from both sides. So now I have VF squared minus 2AD is equal to VI squared. All right, what do we got to do now to get VI by itself? Square root both sides. We are going to square root. And we end up with VI is equal to square root of VF squared minus 2AD. Okay? Now, here's where I had to be really tricky. When I substitute in, oh, and let me remind you again, this square root and square don't cancel each other out. We can't just take the VF out. It's VF squared minus this, so you can't pop it out. All right? So, once again, we plug in our numbers. When I put this in, I'm going to do VF squared. So my VF was 9.8, so I have 9.8 squared minus 2A is negative 9.8. This is where most people will have your problem and get the wrong answer. Times your displacement, and my displacement is 43. All right, the negatives cancel out. So this will be positive number. Now here's how you could get mixed up. If you have this negative there, but you forgot to make the 9.8 negative, that would give you a number here that would subtract away from this number, which means it would make a smaller number to square root. A lot of people do this, and then your answer is just slightly off. The reason it's just slightly off is because of that. Okay, so please make sure that you make sure this acceleration is negative so that the minus and the minus cancel out and you get a bigger number. There you go. You plug that in and get your answer. Thank you.